turn to Nicolle Wallace and Steve Kornacki for a little bit of analysis. Guys, good morning to you.
Guys. Good morning.
Do you feel that Hillary Clinton has successfully put this health issue behind her?
I don't think she'll have ongoing questions about her health. Just people have no idea. You've covered campaigns. You've been on the trail. You know, it's grueling. And if you were really sick, you could not keep up her schedule. But I think she will continue to have to answer questions about how they handle crises. It's
not the cough, it's the cover-up?
Exactly. It takes them too long to get to the truth. And a Republican who plans to vote for Hillary Clinton called me yesterday and said, good God, she's going to be the only politician to lose because of a cough.
And Steve, to that point, David Axelrod, obviously the former senior advisor to President Obama and no fan of Donald Trump, tweeted out about Hillary Clinton yesterday saying she has an unhealthy penchant for privacy. This is coming from a Democrat who presumably supports Hillary Clinton. Is this an ongoing problem for her going forward?
Yeah, this is the story of Hillary Clinton, really, Bill Clinton as well, going back to the 1990s. You can go back to 1996 when Bill Clinton was running for re-election. You know what one of the issues in that campaign was? Will Bill Clinton release his health records? Bob Dole, his opponent, put a lot out, challenged Bill Clinton to do the same thing. So there is a pattern here with the Clintons, and it's a situation where I think there otherwise would probably be a lot of sympathy for Hillary Clinton just for having to deal with a health issue like that, for trying to power through a weekend like that. But instead, the headlines at the same time raise that question of transparency, and it reinforces what has been her biggest negative for years now: honesty, trustworthiness.
And you might say that the health headlines aren't good, but in some ways it actually overtook this issue of her comment on Friday night where she called half of Trump's supporters deplorable.
Right.
Now, is this a larger, longer-term problem for Hillary?
Listen, the road to the White House does not wind its way toward attacking someone's supporters. She gave a speech 10 days before she made that. I mean, I think this is what she thinks of the segment of the Trump base that we've all learned this new word, the alt-right, that sort of legitimizes white supremacy. So she has made a more focused case. But lumping in half of his supporters, you know, Trump did a really smart thing with it yesterday. He put Americans on stage. He put his supporters who certainly didn't look deplorable at all. So she needs to stay focused on Trump just as a matter of political strategy, not on any part of his supporters.
And Steve, as Nicolle said yesterday, it was clear Donald Trump is making this comment the centerpiece of his argument now for the rest of the campaign, arguing against Hillary Clinton that she has disdain for a large population of the voters. In fact, he came out yesterday in a parallel universe moment and said, I wish we could just talk about policy. I want to talk about policy. She's busy being negative and attacking Americans.
She has given him a way to respond to this on a subject where he'd otherwise, I think, be boxed in. Because if you look at the polling on this, you ask people, 60% of all Americans think that Donald Trump is racially biased, think he has biased views toward women. If Hillary Clinton just took that on, he'd be in a tough place in terms of responding. But when you branch out and bring in all of a big chunk of his supporters like that, you invite him to do what he did last night, to put people up on the stage, everyday people, and say, hey, is this who you're attacking, Hillary Clinton? That's a different fight for her.
She did walk it back, saying she didn't mean to say half of the supporters, but to the core criticism, I think they're sticking to their guns on that. Yeah. All right, Nicolle and Steve, thank you so much.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.